So between Friday and today, I've Saturday, I've gotten three solid sales rema or points or reminders because an artist once said that everything that needs to be said has been said before, but because people weren't listening, it has to be said again. So that is why I'm making this voice note. So on Friday, I went to a company's and organization's event. I was invited by, you know, a client I was managing before, and I went there with kind of what I say traditional attire because I had an occasion. So I put in my party compliant clothes in my bag and wore the native tradition clothes to the venue. So with the intention that, of course, when I get into the compound, I will look out for any of the restrooms and change to my party attire before stepping into the hall. But when I got to the gates of this organization, do you know what the security man asked me? He looked at me up and down and said, "What am I here for?" I told him I'm here for so so and so party, and he was trying to make a fool of himself, not me. Like, because I think there were two events that Friday. So there was Easter Friday party, and then there was like maybe a competition. So he was asking if I came for that competition in a mocking way, right? So I looked at him. I said, "No." I said I came for the party. And I was like, "Who invited you?" I'm like, "Excuse me, is that the question you're supposed to ask me?" My um, host told me when I get to the gate, I will be asked to for my name, and they will check through the list and allow me in. And he confirmed that he has given my name to the gate. So why are you asking me that question? That who invited me? But of course, I already knew why because of the way because of the way I appeared, right? So that confirmed, um, something I've, read or have been taught before about your appearance. Your appearance matters a lot. Now, what that guy did really pissed me because if I had gotten to that gate in a different attire that I already, have in my bag, he wouldn't have addressed me like that. He would have asked me for my name, like, straight up, right? But because I, knew my rights, quote unquote, I, answered him the way he deserved to be answered, and he allowed me in, right? So that just reinforces the point that when you are going for something, anything you're going for, please dress accordingly so that you'll be accorded, the audience, the respect, and so you can be successful in what you are going for. Then today, Saturday, two things. No matter what you are selling, right? There's someone, in fact, there are many people that are willing to buy your products. They have the money and they will buy without stressing you. So today at the experience center, I saw two things, that happened not to me directly, but to two other brand partners. One, she invited the guests, and at the end of the presentation, the guests bought products worth over 300 points. The second episode is a client just walked into the experience center. This person did not come for anyone, right? And he shopped over 300 points. So this just made me realize that indeed, no matter how much people say your product is expensive, trust me, there are people lined up, right, invisibly, of course, lined up waiting to know about your product and buy from you. So market, market, and market. Thirdly, the third point I would like to that I learned today is never be angry about anything. I was at the bookstore when I was coming back from the experience center. I was at the bookstore and I branched by to buy because I love books, and that's one of the reasons why I love this business because I can read books as I want to read now. So I was trying to buy a book. I bought, so as I was buying, he was attending to a customer before, that was there before me, and the lady was trying to, argue the price to bring it down, and she was now like, not versed. So the man was like, no, I'm an Igbo man, and as an Igbo man, I've, learned business from my, know the way Igbo people learn their business. I've learned my business, and I know that as a salesperson, as someone that has a business, I should never be angry, you know, at any customer, even if they price the thing to nonsense, that I should never be angry. So what is my point here? Or what is the point I remember here? Because I know this thing before, but the thing just, it clicked in a very, relatable way. I was like, wow. So even if I approach someone and I tell them about my business opportunity or my products, and they, say something wrong or do something, I shouldn't take it, personally. I should know that it's just human nature, it's just human, how humans can be. So I would just maybe move on from that person if I cannot, continue the conversation or deal as the person wants, or find a way to um, come to terms with the person and all of that. But the point here is that people will be people, and as a business person, never take what they say to you to heart or take it personally. Just know that it's strictly on business, on business terms. So I have some bonus points for you. Number one is the world is a very small place. Do you know on that book? In fact, the lady I just talked about that was, ugly and, trying to beat down the price. I knew her from somewhere that I've worked before. So the world is a really very small place. And then um, another bonus point I would like to share is that be kind, be nice, and of course, because the world is a small place, anything you do will boomerang. So it's better you are nice so that niceness boomerangs on you, every time. Okay, so for now, that is all from me, and I hope you are, inspired to be who you want to be. And this is especially for salespeople, whatever kind of sales you do, whether corporate sales, personal sales, online sales, physical sales, anything you do, these 3 points and these two bonus points are really, really, crucial for you as a salesperson. So go and become great.